It's Mr. Short. This is Eureka Math Squared, 4th grade Module 6 Lesson 10 with me, this guy, Mr. Short. All right, so today we start using our protractors. Make sure on page 63 you cut out your paper protractor because you're going to need this. It's on page 63, okay? You're going to need that today. All right, start you don't, but we're going to need it pretty quick here. So if we look on the bottom, on page 61, it says classify angle as right, acute, obtuse, or straight. Then write the angle measurement. Okay, so let's look at this one. Right here we have our angle. We see it's down this line and here. 90 degrees is right here. So it's less than 90 degrees. Well, if it's less than 90 degrees, it has to be what kind of angle? Acute. All right, now it says measure. Well, we have 0 down here. So because we're going this way towards 0, we use these inside numbers. So then if we go around, we go over here and we can see the line goes up between 60 and 50. If you want to get really exact, if you look up here, you can count between these, but you have to use these numbers. So we're going to say we're over 50, but under 60. And if we go up, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, right? So I would say this is 56. See how we did that? Because the 130 and the 50 line up, so we can use these little dashes in between to count. All right? Let's look at the next one. Now, the next one, we're going to the left, but our 0 is right here. So we're going to use the numbers on the outside because 0 is what we always start at, right? We want to find, here's our arch showing us which part of the angle we're measuring. So we're measuring from this line to this line. And because we go left and start at this 0, we want to see the outside numbers. So what kind of angle is this? Well, here's 90. We're past 90, but we're less than 180. So what kind of angle is that? That's right. That's obtuse. Obtuse angle. Now we have to measure it. Well, we start at 0 and go all the way around until we find it. Well, it's right here. So there's 130. So if we count 1, 2, 3, we're at 133. Okay? Well, those 3s don't look very good. Let's redo those. 3, 3. That looks a little bit better. All right. Now you need your protractor to measure just for these two. Okay? Use a protractor to measure the angle. Record the measurement in degrees. So this is going to be a little tough. All right? But if we look, we can kind of see that line back there. So the best thing, and I know it's hard, guys, we kind of need to try to slide this down. It's not going to be easiest to do with what you have, all right? So the protractor needs to go on the line, right? Here's our line. We're on the corner, on the line. I know it's hard to do. You can kind of see it. See it kind of back there? See it back there? So we went this way, and then we're going around. I can see this line coming up, and I'll try to, you could cut that out if you wanted to. Cut this middle piece out. I didn't do that. Maybe I should have. All right. But I can see that line's kind of right here. So if I look, I'm kind of going like this. All right. I'm between 80 and 90. So it's not a right angle. It's still smaller. I'm going to say I'm right around 85 because here's my 80. And if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, I know I'm counting between 100 and 90 up here. I'm just using these inside dashes because they're not down here. I went this way. So I'm using the inside numbers. So I'm going to count and I'm going to say this is 85. All right, the next one says measure, and this one's, right, look at that. We're going this way. We know it's an obtuse angle, so we got to do the best we can. Again, this one's going to be even harder to do with this protractor. We got to really look. All right, we got to kind of peek. All right, that line's down here. It's kind of, I know it's hard to see. Like this paper protractor does not help us much. So you know what we can maybe kind of do? If we put this on this line here, and we real soft kind of continue that line, right? We keep our protractor on this line here. Make sure it's nice and level right here and just draw a soft line following the same line. Now if we go back and put on the corner, make sure we're straight and look, we can see it kind of popping out right there. So that's going to help us because now if we go all the way around, because we went to the right because that's where our arrow pointed, we go all the way around, I can see it's right there. If I come back, I can see I'm between 170 and 160 now. Now, if I count 170, right, or 160 and 170, 160, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm going to say 167. 167. I like the idea of continuing that line. You can use it if you have a ruler. That'd be so much easier. But if you don't, just kind of put it on there. Draw easy. Draw soft. Don't push super hard in case you mess up. And then if you can get that close, your teacher's going to be happy because I know I'd be happy. All right? If you have to rewind that one and look at it again. All right, here we go. Use greater than, equal to, or less than to compare the numbers. Plot the location of each decimal on the number line. So we have 32.2 and 32.20. Where do those go? So you want to put 32 here and 33 here. That's all I'm helping with. You guys did something very similar to this on the test we just took not long ago. So show where both of those are between here. All right, and then show is which one's bigger or are they equal? Remember, the mouth eats the bigger one, and the equal sign, well, that means they're the same. All right, that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. All right, this was Eureka Math Squared with Mr. Short, 4th grade, Module 6, Lesson 10. I really do hope, when I say it, guys, I do hope you have a good night.